So I have a lot of people that follow me on different platforms, and I keep getting these messages from people. I'm talking about health professionals, doctors at prestigious institutions, things like that, who have basically told me in so many words that there are some cases of the virus out there being misdiagnosed, or death certificates being written in a way that is not entirely accurate, largely because there's a lot of money associated with the virus. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to believe or what not to believe. I'm not here to tell you that it's true or not. I'm just here to tell you how capitalism works. Capitalism, unfortunately, it can become a form of greed or a form of economic desperation. And and what it can also do is it can make otherwise ethical individuals sometimes do things that they might not do, and they find another excuse, like, oh, I'm doing it for your safety, or I'm doing it because I want to be kept safe, or I just want to take extra precautions, right? For example, like doctors that might sometimes order extra tests that you really don't need because they want to make 100% sure that you're okay. But also, if certain tests come with a huge financial incentive, certain outcomes have a financial incentive, you can imagine how that can occur. So here's the deal financially. A lot of hospitals are struggling big time. A lot of hospitals, aren't making enough money. They're losing a ton of patients because even in hospitals where there are not a lot of cases of the big virus, there are a lot of patients who won't go to the hospital now to get things, like they're having heart attacks at home and not going in to get their medication, things like that, because they just don't want to, they think maybe their doctor's overwhelmed or whatever. Like, for example, I had some stuff I had to get from my doctor, and I said, ooh, buddy, I'm not going to get it now. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to get my checkup next month, right? Well, what this has caused is it's caused a lot of hospitals to have to lay people off. They've laid off a lot of doctors and nurses and administrators because of that. On top of that, the numbers for the big virus, they were talking about 2, 3, 400,000, but they're actually, but 60,000. 60,000 is it's a number, right? It matters, but it's not 500,000, right? It's not a million. When they were talking about hundreds of thousands of deaths, that was a different conversation, right? So, so here's the part that makes what people have told me credible. If you're a hospital administrator and you got to make money by any means necessary, and let's say that they're not even requiring you to run a test to conclude decisively, confirm it in a confirmatory way that this person died from, from the corona, then why wouldn't you put it on there on the death certificate if you have a reason to suspect that they died from it? Like if they were sniffling before they died, or somebody saw them cough and somebody says, I think it's corona, right? And let's say you pass those orders down to your administrators, like, look, we need money, and if you have any reason to suspect that it might have been corona, put that on the death certificate, right? Well, guess what? You're going to have some mishaps. There are studies that show that, for example, little black boys, schools get more money when they put little black boys in special education. And so what happens is when you have scenarios where you must definitively determine if the child has a disability, then there's no disparity. It's all based on race. It all fits the statistics. But when you have areas where it's sort of up to you to make a guessy, arbitrary decision, and you can guess, okay, I can either go direction A, which isn't going to get them what I think they need, and it's going to give me less money, versus option B, which is going to really make sure that they're safe because they're going to get all that they need, and we're going to get paid off this. What you think going to happen? Come on now. Come on. That's how money works. Money's a drug. So that's it. So that's why I do believe people when they tell me that. I have people very close to me, doctors I trust, who make jokes about, like artificially filling out death certificates. They've mentioned that swab test isn't even a confirmatory test. I guess it checks for antibodies or something, but it doesn't confirm that you actually have it. I don't know if you have to have a blood test or what, but they're not even able to really confirm in a lot of these cases that the person actually had it. A lot of times it's guesswork. And that's what it is. That's real. So if you want to ask me, do I think that that's going on? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, not one bit. Not one bit. All right, guys, I'm about to go. Feel free if you'd like to join. We're doing our Financial Juneteenth Investing Masterclass starting on May 6th. If you'd like to join us, feel free to go to drboycemasterclass.com. That's drboycemasterclass.com. Please hit the thumbs up, share, and subscribe button before you go. I'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.